Hi guys, and welcome back to Beauty Fortified. If you're new here, welcome. Today I thought I'd put together a look using my top makeup finds of 2020. Now I've already done a video on all the makeup that I discovered this year that I really thought was worthwhile mentioning, and I will link that up above. But I thought today I'd put together a look just with a kind of festive, Christmassy vibe using a lot of the products that I mentioned in the video. So if you'd like to see how I achieved this look, keep on watching. Starting off with foundation, I am using the Clinique Even Better foundation. I'm in the shade Honey. I've dotted a little bit, a pea-sized amount all over my face, and I'm going to go in with a sponge. I really like applying it with a sponge. It just gives a slightly smoother finish to the foundation. But you can use your fingers or a brush as well. It really does blend in beautifully. Just patting that all over. And it's also nice and quick with the sponge as well. I am going to powder that down, but before I do that, I'm going to put on my blush. So I'm going in with one of the MAC Glow Play cream blushes. This is in the shade Blush Please, and absolutely love this. Going in with an EcoTools blush brush, just going to dab a little bit on. And of course you can apply this with your fingers as well. I just find it's a little bit more precise with the EcoTools brush or any blush brush. I'm just dabbing that on the outer 2/3 of my cheek and bringing it onto the apples. And I'm doing this straight over the foundation because obviously it's a cream, so I don't really want to put it over my powder. But I am going to powder down slightly after this step. And I didn't have a powder in my 2020 favorites, so I am going to go in with the Essence Mattifying Compact Powder. This just helps to take off a little bit of the sheen and also just to prep. I put a little bit over my eyes because they are a little bit oily, so it just preps them for the eyeshadow. And also, if you have been a little bit heavy-handed with the blush, this will definitely tone it down a little bit. And this is not a bad powder. It's cheap and cheerful. It does get the job done. There's nothing special about it. And then for the eyes, I'm going in with one of my e.l.f. bite-sized palettes, and today I'm using the one in Truffles, and I thought that this would be a good one to use because of the black to add a little bit of drama. And I'm also going to be going in with quite a bright lip, so I want my eyes to be a little bit muted. So I'm going in with the lightest brown shade, and I'm going to put that all over the lid and just up into the crease, just to create a nice base for the rest of the eyeshadow. Then I'm going to take the darker brown in the palette, and I'm going to go into the crease again using the same brush, and I'm just going to take a little bit of this and I'm going to start right in the outer corner of the lid, just in circular motions, just to deepen up the outer corner. The dark shades can be a little bit patchy. I am going to blend everything together with a fluffy brush afterwards, so the quality, really for what you're paying, the quality is really good, but some of the darker shades can be just a little tad patchy. Now that I've done that, I'm going to go in with a fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to blend everything together. And again, you do need to work a little bit harder with some of the darker shades, because you can get a little bit of a line where you've applied the shadow, but it's nothing that's going to be visible when the eye is open. And then on the mobile lid, I'm going to use this end color, and it's a shimmery silver. And I'm just going to apply a little bit of that with my finger. And this is really fun, just for a nice festive eye. Just shows that you're not taking this all too seriously, as I hope you're not, because I think this is going to be a very different Christmas season for everyone. I don't think there are going to be too many exceptions to that. And just on the subject of fingers, unrelated, but I did pick up some brushes from Takealot, and I hadn't bought any of the brushes off the site before, and I'm constantly on the lookout for a set that's really good. I'm always adding to my brush collection. So I picked up these. It's a no-name brand, come in a little handy pouch like that. But I'm afraid to say that I cannot recommend these. So they're all synthetic. The bristles are all synthetic, but there's synthetic and then there is junk. And unfortunately, these are going back. So just a warning, if you're ever trying to buy brushes off Takealot, this set had really good reviews. It had quite a lot of, the majority were 5-star reviews, but I don't know what people were comparing them to, but they really are not recommended. And if you are looking for brushes, my advice would be save your money and get something reputable. At least get a brand name that you can Google, that you can research. Real Techniques they're okay. They are quite expensive here. MAC brushes are good, but again, they're quite highly priced. But do your research. That would be my advice. I wouldn't pick up anything that is not branded. I have bought unbranded brushes before, but I've been in a store where I can, just kind of feel them on my skin and just kind of find out what kind of synthetic fiber it is, or whether you think it is going to be able to pick up pigment and that kind of thing. So just a little tip there. So for the lower lid, I'm going to go back in with the lightest brown shade. I'm going to be using a pencil brush, and I'm not going to go too heavy on the lower lid. I just want to give it a little bit of definition, because I am going to add a little bit of black to the upper lid. So just lightly defining the lower lid. And you can go a little bit darker if you want to really glam it up. And then for the outer corner, I'm going to be going in with a black. Just taking this on the outer corner and along 2/3 of the mobile lid. And I really do love a little bit of black for some drama, and the one in this palette is quite good. So I'm just popping it onto the outer corner, and then I'm going to gently take whatever's left just onto the outer 2/3 of the mobile lid. And this does just give a nice little hint of drama. And this one is not patchy, this shadow either. It's really good. And I think I'm going to take what's left on the brush, and I'm just going to dab it on the outer third of the lower lid, just to connect the two slightly. And then I'm going to tightline the upper lid, again, just to give a little bit the appearance of volume to my lashes. I'm not going to put any falsies on or anything. And I'm going in with the Essence Automatic Pencil. This is in Black Fever. And again, another one from my favorites video. Just love this. It's such excellent value for money, and it doesn't transfer onto the lower lid. So just going to gently tightline. And this makes quite a difference. You probably can't pick it up on camera, but it just kind of fills in any gaps you have before you apply your mascara. So I really like it for that. Then for mascara, I'm going in with my new favorite, and that's the L'Oreal Unlimited. Really like this because it just gives beautiful definition, it gives volume, it also lengthens. But I think the thing I like about it most is that it doesn't smudge throughout the day, doesn't flake. You really get excellent wear time out of this. It doesn't sting your eyes towards the end of the day, which I find a lot of Maybelline mascaras do, and that's why I can't wear them, unfortunately. As much as I love them, they do have some great formulations, but there's just something in there, there's some ingredient that really just does not work on my eyes. And then for lips, I thought I would go in with Ruby Woo. This is such a beautiful, cheerful color. It just really makes a statement, and I've really been enjoying this. I picked up the mini, and my advice to you would be, if you are going to go for this, get the proper size. I mean, I know why they brought out their minis, why MAC brought out the minis, but the thing is, it's a little bit of false economy because the bullet is absolutely tiny, and it just makes applying the lipstick a little bit awkward. So I'm just going to fix up my hair and I will be back. And so guys, that is the finished look. If you're a little bit wary of red lipstick, now's the time to be wearing it. 'Tis the season to be jolly. What better excuse do you need? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please follow me on Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Ciao, ciao.